Mummies. There are a lot of things from Egypt that are scary, and mummies,
Oh.
they're definitely one of them. But one discovery that freaked out a lot of people was that of screaming mummies. These were bodies that were found in tombs in Egypt and beyond, as mummification is a global method. It featured people on the inside of the sarcophagus literally screaming, as in their mouths were open, giving them a look as though they had been screaming when they died. Did that mean that they were all forcibly put into mummification? Was it not an act that was performed on those who were ready and worthy? Well, not exactly. You see, when mummification happens, steps are taken to keep the body tight and bound. As a result, the mouth is strapped into place, but for the screaming mummies, they were not properly taken care of, and the strap of their chins broke, and thus they appear to be screaming. It's still scary, but for a different reason.
Go lay down, please. Hold on. Mm.
Seriously, while we do have various inferences to how Stonehenge came to be, the more that we look into it, the more questions that appear. We can determine where the stones that made Stonehenge came from.
Yeah.
The problem is that they were many miles away from that spot, so why would anyone get Plus, we don't know how they lived in the multi-ton stones placed in such precision. And finally, while it's been guessed at how it's a type of calendar, nobody can definitively prove it. So instead of being scared to death of this mystery, let's just turn it into a tourist attraction.
And then he got beat up because she got the mango. She got the mango. Man, you know, she's over there standing laughing, and she was laughing. Then what she did, and with a perky smile, and she told her that nothing had happened between her and Kennedy. She wasn't mad at that. She was jealous of me coming back, that kind of thing. So, and she had a perky smile. But that's what she did. Why she told me this? You know, so conniving, so evil and conniving. Can I move through here, baby?
Do it. Equally as important, why did they do it? Some feel that it was for their gods, but to what end? Pop culture has happily taken these lines and given them their own explanations, but the real-life mystery still endures, and it's still scary. Number 1. Mariana Trench. Finally, we'll go to one of the scariest places in the world, the Mariana Trench. But why is it so scary? Well, that's because it's one of the deepest parts on the planet. You can flip Mount Everest and lower it into the ocean, and its tip would still not touch the trench. You would think that a place that was so deep would not have any life within it, but you would be wrong. There are actually all sorts of life in this dark and deep place, and it's freaking freaky. There are sharks that have lived millions of years, fish that have transparent heads, giant amoebas, and even more. They're living with no light, freezing cold temperatures, and under pressure that would kill a person who doesn't have serious protection, and yet they're all just fine. In fact, if you take a creature from there and bring it to the surface, they will likely die because the pressure is simply too low. And we know that there are more creatures down here, just awaiting to be found. That's all from the realm of scientific discoveries you likely didn't want to know about. Were you indeed horrified by some of the things that were revealed here today? And which ones do you think are the scariest to think about? Or do you know of something more scary that could be on this list? Be sure to let me know all about it in the comments section down below. Check out the other cool things that are showing up on the screen, and I'll see you next time. I love you.
I love you. You okay, Bonnie?
There is an incredible and dangerous world, and it's not in deep space. This is Earth. This planet is huge, powerful, and in many ways even scary. And yet, it's the most beautiful thing we've
Quiere
ever
decir que
seen in our
cambió el
lives.
marido.
Our
She
mother,
noticed it.
and a mother to every
Yeah,
living
change.
thing we know. But at the same time, it's full of mysteries and secrets.
Todos ellos.
In this video, we'll take a great trip to see the most mysterious places of our planet. We'll find out their
No
secrets
puso su
and
nombre.
why they are so
Detrás de mis
remarkable.
espaldas.
Let's dive under the ice of Antarctica and Greenland to see if there's life here that was isolated for millions of years and took its own evolutionary course. Let's see what the sands of the Sahara and the Egyptian pyramids hide. What's under them? You'll see and hear what Soviet scientists found when they dug the deepest well in the world. And finally, we'll go down to the bottom of the Mariana Trench and under the Bermuda Triangle.
What was it?
The deepest well
Oh, okay.
Mysteries of the planet Earth.
that they've ever drilled. They can hear screaming. What it sound like screaming.
53 million years ago, it was so warm here that the shores were filled with palm trees,
Yeah, you
and the
described
air
it to me the
temperature
first time.
rose above
You
20
first told me about
degrees
it.
Celsius.
Yeah, it
And
sounds
just
real
recently,
to me.
the temperature
Why-
dropped to minus
why wouldn't it be real
89.2
for
degrees
people here?
Celsius in this place.
Several
It is
people
the
have heard
fifth
it.
largest
Why wouldn't it
continent
be
in the
real?
world. 99%
I
of
forgot what
the
you were telling me
mainland
about.
is covered with
The kinds of things
ice,
people were
which is on
screaming,
average
but
3
It was
kilometers
like,
thick.
hell's real.
It stores about 80%
Whoa.
of all freshwater
It's
reserves
real,
on the
like,
planet.
I wish people would
And
listen.
you are not allowed to be
Listen
here
on
if you
purpose,
haven't
shit.
removed your wisdom teeth or appendix.
So sad. Yeah, you told me about what you were telling me about.
This is Antarctica.
Somebody was screaming.
The surface of its mainland is well studied, but as always, the most interesting stuff is hidden deep inside. Well, it's time to find out what lies under those thick layers of ice. Is there life there? And does it resemble ours?
Real, you know.
What
Alright,
was
what you said.
found under Antarctica?
But it was horrible.
Please subscribe to the channel and hit the
I
like
think they
button.
did show that when the people were screaming.
It was Russian scientist Peter
was horrific.
Kropotkin who proposed the
You don't wanna
existence
hear
of
it.
fresh water under the
It was
glaciers
horrible.
of Antarctica at the end
When
of
you
the
describe it.
19th century. He argued
I did
that the
see part of the
tremendous
show.
pressure exerted by the combined mass of thousands
was
of
up
square
there.
meters of ice could reduce the melting threshold in the lowest
Help
parts
me,
of the
Lord.
glacier to the point where the
God,
ice
help me,
turns into liquid water. And soon, such places were really found. As of 2021, about 400 such
Look at-
lakes have been
It looks
identified.
like
One of these lakes is of great interest to scientists. The reservoir is about 500,000 years old. It's a real treasure trove of
No sé qué
knowledge
pasó.
about the world and possibly prehistoric life forms. Meet the Lake Vostok. The existence of a lake under the Russian Vostok station was proposed in 1966 based on satellite images, which showed that a reservoir could be located under 4 kilometers of ice. Only in 1996, this information was confirmed, and the boundaries of the lake were established, combining various data. Lake Vostok is 250 kilometers long, 50 kilometers wide, and spans across 12